This is a drama review video of the recently finished airing Chinese web drama 唐人街探案 Detective Chinatown. Hi, you're watching Avenue X, where a junkie on good storytelling shares her thoughts, knowledge, and occasional weird ideas on stories and how they're told. Detective Chinatown is a very short drama, only 12 episodes, exclusive on iqiyi. This is also a Chinese drama that has English subtitles, and it's also free, I think, to everybody. You don't have to be a subscriber of the website. So I leave the link of the drama in the description below if you want to check it out. If you have watched Detective Chinatown series of films, you will be very familiar with the vibe of this drama. The visual style, the camera work, how the editing works, what the story style feels like, even the sets are of the same world of Detective Chinatown series of films. This 12-episode drama is divided into 3 segments. Each 1/3 of the drama features one case, and they're relatively independent from each other. The first 2 cases features the same main character, the detective/chemistry teacher, plus the young policewoman that teamed up to solve cases in the first 2 cases. Then the third one kind of comes from nowhere and is not related to the first case's characters or setup at all, but is linking to the next to come out Detective Chinatown film that will go into cinema right at the end of this week on Chinese New Year's Day. So in many ways, Detective Chinatown drama reads very much like an addition and also an enrichment of the existing Detective Chinatown film world. But I think this is also a problem for this drama, is it makes it feel very schizophrenic. Because the first 2 cases are in no way related to the third one, and it makes drama viewers very confused when that divide happens if you are actually not going into the drama knowing about these things already. In the first 2 cases, we're introduced to this main lead couple, Lin Mo. Exactly the same name as Love and Destiny's Nini's character when she was a human, played by Qiu Ze. He is a chemistry teacher in a high school, but then he also works as a detective. And his actual work that gets him real money is being a cleaner, hired by criminals and others to clean up murder scenes. Then he's teamed up with a new appointed, very hot blood young policewoman who has the most famous policewoman ever in Thailand as her mother. So she is always trying to prove herself as the top student of police academy, that she is not there just because she is the daughter of her mother, that she is capable herself. So the first 2 cases features this pairing going to solve 2 cases. The chronological order of the things happening would actually be the second case happened first, resulting in the 2 characters meeting each other, and the first case happened later. The first one features a murder case that involves a group of young girls who were tightest buddies in high schools, and it's many years after they graduate, one of them started to have problems and hearing weird things and dying, and then the next gets into trouble too, dying. It has that very strong Southeast Asian horror film vibe, and it's very beautifully done. It's suspenseful, it's quite scary at times, and the actors and actresses featured in that case are all very good. Then in the second case, showing how the 2 lead characters meet, it's, in my opinion, the best case within the 3 cases of this drama, featuring our lead character Lin Mo, and then our sectional lead female character, Ivy, played by Zhang Junning. This case evolves around a famous writer dying. His wife becomes the suspect, and the suspicion is surrounding insurances and then the husband's money being inherited by the wife, and then whether she is in it for murdering the husband. This case has suspense, has fightings, has romance, has very interesting and entangled characters. Among all the people that I know who have seen this drama, they all agree that the second case is best, the acting is the best. I really enjoying that one. So for the first 2 cases, the most important function of it is it has introduced a new character into the universe of Detective Chinatown, whose name is Lin Mo, played by Qiu Ze, the chemistry teacher / cleaner / detective. In the first 2 cases, Wang Baoqiang also makes a cameo showing that Lin Mo is his fake disciple, his fake student. So that's the connection between the film universe and the drama universe. Apart from introducing Lin Mo, the character, these two cases also reinforced the mysterious character named Q, who was a very important role at the end of the second film and who will definitely be mentioned in the coming film. After watching the first two cases, I was super surprised and entertained and really happy to see quite high quality detective mystery being originally produced in China, maintaining the visual pacing style of the universe of the film that I really liked. And I really loved Qiu Ze's character Lin Mo. This drama has totally changed my opinion of him. I never thought of him as an actor who is more than, say, good looks. But in this drama, I absolutely love the character of Lin Mo. I'm super intrigued and I really want to see his future story developing, maybe being integrated into future installments of the movie universe. If he can team up with Wang Baoqiang, with Liu Haoran's character in the film universe, I'd be super happy. I was also super blown away by Zhang Junning's performance in the second case. She is definitely the leading lady, just a brilliant role and beautifully accomplished. So after the first two cases, I was so happy. I was like, I can't wait, the third case, the last case that's gonna connect to the film. And then things got weird. Because I knew beforehand it's not related to the first two cases, so that part didn't make me feel weird or caught me unexpected. But as the story develops, you very soon realize the third case feels very much like a filler case. It's just a very clear storytelling quality change that happens in the third case that makes you first very hard to get into it very quickly. Then the case itself is just not that well written and not that exciting. The mystery of that case is pretty meh, and the delivery of how that gets solved is also quite meh, and in a way not strictly speaking logically perfect. Watertight. It does feel like more like a dramatic storytelling, and certain things probably would not work out that way in reality, but for the drama's sake, they just brush it over. The third case happens in a sort of enclosed island scenario where people are trapped. Basically, they have to figure out something, otherwise they're all gonna die, and it's centered around a computer game contest. So a very typical sort of detective drama trope, but it's not very well done, especially the first 3 episodes of the last case. It's just so filler. So many shots and long scenes that just doesn't push the plot forward at all. It's just there for the visual entertainment, because they did do some very interesting camera work that make real people look like they are in those shooting centered computer games. So that's like the first time I've ever seen really any drama or film doing that extensively with real actors but making it look super much like a computer game. So that part I will give it. At least it's stylistically something new, but in terms of storytelling, that part doesn't help at all. I much wish they've crashed the first 3 episodes into 1 or even less, so the last case can be just 2 episodes. And clearly the last episode of the third case is just trying all it can to hook up to the Detective Chinatown movie 3 that's gonna come out soon. It also dragged in Liu Haoran to make a cameo at the very end of the last episode, clearly signaling we are building a universe. But I don't think it's the very successful attempt. Personally, I would actually much prefer the 12-episode drama to be singularly focused on the main character, Lin Mo, that it has introduced in the first 2 cases, and just stay on him. Because I think for the first 2 cases, a lot of people have already built up a trust and interest in Lin Mo's character, which is nicknamed in China as Lin Heigou, because Mo can be broken into Hei Quan, black dog. And a lot of people have already become fans of Black Dog. And then in the third case, he's nowhere to be seen. I think from a drama viewer's point of view, that's not the best experience. If you haven't really been introduced to Detective Chinatown's universe, my suggestion would be actually you can skip the third case, because I feel its only purpose is to link into the film. And if you just look at the first 2 cases, the first 8 episodes, they're very entertaining, very well made, very well acted. In my opinion, can be qualified as proper good quality production drama. That kind of is a step or 2 steps higher than 99.9% of Chinese dramas you see these days. So at the end of this video, I still highly recommend you check out this drama if you like murder cases, you like detective stories. This is one of the best I've seen coming out of China. As for the third cases, depending on if you like, say, particular actors that it features. Because it does feature Chen Zheyuan, who I really like from 亲爱的火祖宗 Dear Ancestor, who is also in 绝代双骄 Handsome Siblings that's being aired right now. So I guess if you're a fan of him or of a couple of other actors and also actress, it could still be entertaining. It's just like a warning for you to lower a little bit of your expectation in terms of the story itself's quality. I can't wait to see the third film of Detective Chinatown. That film is set in Tokyo and it features so many Japanese stars. Let's hope what they've sacrificed 1/3 of the drama for is worth it. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.